Shalom, 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 Israel. Brother Amos with the Watchman for Israel. First and foremost, as we always do, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, to the brothers pushing the truth and strong sincerity, laboring on the highways and byways, making their body a living sacrifice, doing all they can for the hopeful elect, and for the nation of Israel. I want to give y'all a strong shalom to the sisters holding it down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being the teacher of good things to the younger women. I want to give y'all a strong shalom as well, continuing the wonderful labor and being an example of what a true daughter of Zion is supposed to be. And to the men and women forsaking this world, coming back to serving our God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I want to compel y'all to be at the Church of Berea, to search the scriptures daily and diligently, to see if the words that be spoken to you are true. Right? Let the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai be true, and every man a liar. If it's not, thus saith the Lord, cast it behind you, seek unto men that teach, thus saith the Lord, out of the Holy Bible, not with any fat trimmed or bones broken or anything altered, the unadulterated truth of the scriptures given to us by the prophets via Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Because in these last days, many of people make idols unto themselves, right? Knowing or unknowingly, right? Knowing or unknowingly, you know. A lot of people get consumed with the things of this world. A lot of people get consumed with things that they feel are worthy of praise. Money, women, drugs, alcohol, cars, video games, these athletes, right? A lot of people get caught up in these idols of this world. And it's very touching to see, because a lot of our people are in despair and caught in this madness and don't even understand. Don't even understand that they're caught in idolatrous ways. Right? Let's start with Joshua 24:14. Now therefore fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. So it's commanded that we put away these other gods, right? These other gods where we look at them and place them above the Most High. Perfect example. We're commanded to keep the Sabbath day. But what does Israel say? Oh, I got to get this money. I got to take care of my family. I got to do this. I got to do that. When there's nothing in the sight of the Lord to make a poor man rich. And our people tend to believe more in tangible things than the spiritual. It's easier to believe that if I go to work, I'm going to get that 8 hours of pay. I'm going to have extra money on my check. But it's more spiritual, and it means more to understand that the Lord will deliver a way. If you're following his commandments, if you're keeping the faith, if you're understanding that the Lord is providing for any and everything that we need. Right? Because man can't live off bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. That's how we're supposed to live. That's how we're supposed to walk in these last days. Verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in those lands, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my household, we shall serve the Lord. Right? And that's a conscious effort that we're going to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai for better and not for worse. Because the Lord's not going to give you worse. He's going to put you through that fire and through the trial and tribulation. But we're going to serve the Lord. Whether it's convenient for us, whether we like it, whether we agree, that's what we're commanded to do as Israelites. Right? Let's go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, Salakia, But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they are sacrificed to devils and not to Yahweh. And I would not that ye have fellowship with them. So the things that the Gentiles, we're not talking about the white man at this time, we're talking about our Gentiles, right? The things that the Gentiles of this world, they sacrifice to devils. They sacrifice to women, kill each other, rob each other, sacrifice to drugs, sacrifice to the white man, right? Right, the white man say jump, he say how high and how many times, what foot to jump off. But nobody thinks, let me serve the Lord. Let me put forth my best hand to serve the Lord, right? Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partaker of the Lord's table and of the tables of devils. So it's no way possible to serve Mammon and the Lord. There's no way possible to be in this truth and walk in arrogancy, pride, malice, wickedness, evil, idolatry, and truly say that you fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You can't be at the table of the Lord and expecting to get bread from the table of the devil. Right? It's either you choose a side. Either you have reservations at the table of the Lord and you eat bountifulness, or you sacrifice unto idols to these wicked devils and put them on high horses and worship them and receive the same judgment as these other nations. So if you truly come to serve the Lord, you have to pick a side. If you truly come to serve the Lord, you have to put your hands towards the plow. If you truly come to serve the Lord, you're going to forget the ways of man, and you're going to hold fast to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You're going to ask the Lord to remove vanity and folly and idols away from you so that you can do what pleases him in his sight. So it's impossible to eat of the table of the Lord and expect, it's impossible to eat at the table of the devil or devils and expect the Lord to dwell with you, increase you on your latter end, show you the way that you should walk in. Or you can eat from the table of the Lord, understand that the Lord is dealing with you and giving you understanding and chastising you to correct you, and your latter end is going to be much greater than it was before. Right? This is 1 Corinthians 9, verse 26. I therefore run, not as uncertainly, so I fight. I not as one that beateth the air, but I keep my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So to truly eat of the table of the Lord, you have to keep your body under subjection. You got to not do your own pleasures. You got to not fulfill the lust of the flesh, but instead do as the Lord commanded, right? Because our body is not of our own. It all belongs to the Lord. We are the temple of the Lord. So you keep your body in subjection. You keep your heart circumcised, right? You keep your heart of flesh, not of stone, so that you may please him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That you may hold fast to what is good. That you may hold fast to the things that cause you to increase. And reject the things that hinder you from this truth. Reject the things that make you fall short. Reject the things that you are scared to proclaim in these last days. Or you're scared to reject in these last days. Tell that woman no. Tell that brother you don't want to smoke. Tell that sister that I'm not going to go out and be a whore. Tell that your homeboy you're not going to be a whoremonger and chase these women. There's nothing out of this world at the table of devils but death and destruction, despair, anguish, all things that make you fall short. But if you truly love the Lord, you're going to hold fast to his table. You're going to eat of what is brought forth, all 4 courses of meal. Right, you got the appetizer, dinner, the pre-salad, then you got dessert. That's what's at the table of the Lord. So make sure you hold fast. Make sure you look and desire for the day of the Lord and not run towards, heartache and pain and rejection when it knocks at your door. With that, I say shalom.